I wanted to make a quick video to talk about college and say, look, can Apogee help somebody get into college? So I'm going to give you 5 quick things that I'd love for you to think about. One, is college a worthy goal to begin with? A lot of times when parents ask this question, and again, I'm not saying it's not, but a lot of times when people ask this question, they say, my 5-year-old, and I don't know if we want to go here because we want to get into college. And I always ask, cool, what does that person want to do 13 years from now? What does the world need 13 years from now? What does the college landscape look like 13 years from now? You can ask yourself the same questions if your, son or daughter is in 8th grade or ninth grade. What does that look like a few years from now? To make that a goal, just to have it as a goal, ends up being sort of a silly thing. Most college courses are online now for free. So do you want the education or do you want the piece of paper that comes from pretending you got the education? So I always want parents to start there and just go, what am I actually after? Let's have that conversation. Glad to have that conversation with you. Now, college can be a worthy goal. So, do we help students get into college? Sure. We will absolutely help any and all of our students apply to colleges and universities. Does it help to have this on their transcript? It can absolutely help. There's a number of ways to play the game. It always depends on the college and university that they're applying to as well. So there's a million ways to play the game. Some universities want a more traditional looking transcript. Some of them want homeschool students. Some of them change from a year to year basis. So there's a million ways to play the game. And what you have to understand is not every two colleges play the game exactly the same, and you may get into one and not get into others, even though you've got obviously the same credentials that should allow you to get into both. It depends on the game the college is playing. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a traditional school student or a home education student. Not necessarily. There are different ways to apply, sometimes to the same college, going from two different perspectives, right? I'm a traditional school or I'm a home educated school. But the reality is we can help our students and do actively help our students apply to both. We will always include a digital portfolio along with the ability to help with a transcript. And we've got another video that talks about transcripts. We'll always help somebody with that. Can we guarantee it? Of course, we can't guarantee anything. There's also the element of how much work did you do? What does your digital portfolio have? Did you jump in and do the work? Are you pushing yourself forward and doing the things that need to be done? All of those things are up to the student, up to the family, but we will absolutely help. There is also the reality of many of our students on campuses will take college courses while they're in high school. That is something that can be done. College courses, and again, I mentioned the free college courses that aren't available for credit, but they're there so that you can actually gain the knowledge and skill set if that's what you want. But there's also ways to gain college credit and get things like a junior college degree, an associate's degree while you're in high school. By the way, we've had students get bachelor's degrees while they're in high school. But I digress. You can get the associate's degree and then you go in as a transfer student. And then the application process is even easier. And then sometimes you don't even need a high school diploma. You just show them that you're transferring over as an associate student, right? That's always a game. There's always games we've played. I also like to remind people that there are programs like Praxis, one of our partners, discoverpraxis.com. It is much less costly to go to Discover Praxis. If you are to get in, you've got anywhere from 6 to 12 months normally that you'll do a boot camp style course. And then there is a job guarantee on the back end. So hold on, 1 year versus 4 or 5 years, $7,500 versus $75,000. One has a job guarantee and one does not. Again, what are you actually after? Because these options exist. And you know what else exists? There are options in things like trades. Right now, there are more jobs in this country that are 6-figure jobs that don't require a college degree than those that do. Think about that as well. So again, college is fine. We are not anti-college. We are anti making a decision and doing something because you aren't willing to think through all the options. So you default to doing the thing that everybody else does. All that to say, ultimately, can we help people with college? Yes, but think bigger.